They say chickens are the gateway drug to farming. 1 year ago, I took the plunge. Now my backyard looks different, my daily routine looks different, and honestly, so do I. Here's what actually happens your first year in chicken keeping. A year ago, I didn't have a single chicken, just a backyard, a vague idea of homesteading, and zero idea what I was getting myself into. Today, we're looking back at the first full year. The flock, the lessons, the things I didn't see coming. So here's where the whole thing started. Like a lot of people who end up down this road, it wasn't just about chickens. It was about the bigger picture. Growing my own food, being more self-sufficient, building something that actually meant something. Chickens felt like the right first step. They are approachable, right? You get a coop, you get some birds, they lay eggs, you get breakfast. Simple, right? Yeah, that's not exactly how it went. I mean, it did go that way, but also a lot more happened that I wasn't prepared for. I'd done a lot of research. I just didn't expect to get hit this hard, this fast. Let me show you where things stand today. We have 21 birds right now. The plan was for 12, but things happened. Barred Rocks, New Hampshire Reds, and then these two, Dust and Particle, my silkies. They're completely different from the standard chicken. Calm, gentle, can barely see half the time. They stick with this guy, Rooster Cogburn, named after the one-eyed gunslinger from the movie True Grit. And he's growing into it. They all hatched around the same time, so I took them together. Rather than leave Rooster Cogburn by himself, they stay together throughout the day. We have 21 birds right now, and more drama than a reality show. If you're thinking about getting into chickens, or you just started, I want to be straight with you and tell you a few things I learned along the way. I thought I'd be practical about this. These are livestock. They serve a purpose. I'm not going to be weird about chickens. Now I'm a little weird about chickens. You start noticing personalities, who runs up to you, who hangs back, who's bossy, who's quiet. And somewhere along the way, you stop seeing them as a flock and start seeing them as individuals. You start to know your birds and when something is off, and that matters. That's what is useful for keeping them healthy. And then there's that first egg. You wait months for it. You check every day, you start to wonder if it's ever coming, and then one day it's just there, and something shifts. The coop and the run have evolved a lot this year. One early lesson, hang your feeders and waterers. If they're on the ground, they get filled with shavings. One idea I was excited about was a roll-away nesting box. The hen lays an egg, it rolls down into a collection tray. Clean, simple, genius. Except for one little problem. My hens hated it. They found a corner of the coop and made that their nest. The chickens win that argument. Another thing I learned fast. Don't buy straight-run chicks unless you actually want roosters. My first Americanas, they were straight-run. I bought 4 chicks. 3 of them turned out to be roosters. Turns out those odds can get weird real fast. The automatic door, that was one of the best decisions I made. It handles mornings for me, makes the whole system smoother. Then when we're home, we can let them out into the yard and keep an eye on them. We back up to the woods and there's a field behind my yard. The trail cam showed coyotes, deer, raccoons, and opossums moving through at night. So from day one, security matters, because something will try to get them. I built this thing like a fortress. If you're starting out, build it more secure than you think you need. Don't use chicken wire, hardware cloth is much better. Carabiners on all the door latches to keep the raccoons out. This was unexpected. Once you have chickens, everything connects. Bedding becomes compost. Compost feeds the garden feeds the chickens. And suddenly, you're not just raising birds, you're building something bigger than you planned. This was the hardest part of year one. Over 12 months, I lost 8 birds. Every time it makes you question everything, your setup, your decisions, whether you should keep going. Chickens hide sickness very well, sometimes too well. So now if one looks even slightly off, I'm checking. But loss teaches you something nothing else will: resilience. Year one is about survival. Year two is about using what you learned. The flock keeps going, and so do you. At some point this year, one of my hens just decided that she was done laying eggs and started sitting on them. If you haven't dealt with a broody hen before, she was committed. Puffed up, wouldn't leave the nest, making that low warning sound anytime you got close. Fully checked out of normal chicken life. I let her do her thing, and a few weeks later, I had 4 chicks. Watching her raise those 4 chicks was one of the coolest things that happened all this year. She knew exactly what to do. She kept them warm, showed them how to scratch and peck. I think that's a lesson I keep coming back to with chickens in general. Sometimes the best thing you can do is just set things up right and let the chickens be chickens. They've been doing this a lot longer than we have. If I started over first thing, I'd skip the rollaway boxes. I would also add more blocking between the wall studs, so you have flexibility for roosting bar placement later. I can add them now, but it's just more difficult. Go bigger on feeders and waterers in the run from day one. I started with 2 of each of normal size feeders and waterers. You need to have multiple, so they're not all just fighting over one. And I would have finished the run roof sooner. That would have avoided several problems. Year one taught me what the system needs. Year two is about building it right. Finishing the run roof, a dedicated setup for the Selkies, and adding tech. Sensors, cameras, better monitoring. This is where it stops being a project and starts becoming a system. I got into this to be more self-sufficient, grow my own food, and rely less on the system, and to build something that was real. I got all that, but I also got 19 birds I didn't expect to care about as much as I do. When I started, my wife wanted nothing to do with this. Now she loves the birds too. That might be the best part of year one. A year ago, I had no idea what I was doing. Now, I still don't have it all figured out, but I understand the game. 1 year chickens, turns out that's just the beginning. If you want to follow what happens next, hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.